Hi guys, it's Danny with CraftCoBudgets. It is that time to do my August debt update and to see how much extra we are paying off in debt. And I'm excited, so welcome if you're new here and welcome back to my returning subscribers. Let's get the show on the road. So here we have my debt overview. So at the beginning of August, we had a starting balance of $8,885. We had our regular payment on the 15th come out, so that's giving us a balance of $8,385. So we are going to write down our challenges here. Let's see if I can get myself a little organized here. So we have, I'm just going to put here Marlene birthday. It's a little challenge, and we should have 24, 21, 2, 3, 4. So that'll be 24, and we're gonna, we finished that on 8/26. All right, the next one we have another Marlene challenge, and this is for the, I call them Hungry Hippo. That's what I'm gonna call it. Hungry Hippo. Oops, that's what happens. My brain goes faster. Hungry Hippo, and that was finished on 8/26 too, and that should be $50. Helps if I get all the money. Let's make sure. 10, 20, 30, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. So that is $50. Next one I've got here is from Tracy at Golden Girl Budgets, and this is 125. And I'm just going to put summer fruit. And that was finished probably on the same day. Yep, 8/26. And I got 100. I should have 128. Let's make sure. 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 128. So that's cool. Then we've got this little challenge here from Joe at CBA Mum Wants to Save. That just came with her card. That is $6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm just going to put Joe and CBA Mom Saves. I can't say it like you guys. And that was 8/26 too. $6. Next we've got, this is from Janelle Ray Budgets, and this was just a roll and save, and we should have $76. So let's put mushroom, roll and save, and that was done on the 26th too, and we should have $76. 20, 40, 45, 50, 55, 56, 7, 8, 9, 60, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 70, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. $76. I'm glad that I'm getting these right. 76. Next we've got our monthly book, which is from All Things Kimberly, West Virginia, and I pull out every month so I can make a debt payment. So I'm just going to put monthly book, and that was 8/26, and we should have $95. So 20, 40, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 86, 7, 8, 9, 90, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 95 with all these lovely ones. Okay, the next one I've got is from Wendy at the Thrifty Sewers. This was all her ice creams and a little freebie thrown in there too. And that saved us a total of $45. So I'm just going to put ice creams. And And we finished that on 8.19, and that was 48. Let's make sure I've got that right. 20, 30, 40, 45, 6, 7, 8. Yep, we sure do have 48, so that's cool. Only 2 more to go. This one is from Marlene, and this is Bumblebees. And we finished this one. Where did I write it? Absolutely nowhere. Because I'm silly. Oh, right there in front of my eyes. My God. We finished that on 8.12, and that is $60. So let's make sure we got 60 here. It's easier to count and put away the other way. All right, 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 60. $60, woohoo. And last but not least, we've got You Win Some, You Dim Some from Liz over at Liz and Les. And we saved $81. So I'm going to put dim sum. And we finished that on 8.12. And what did I say? 81? $81. All right, so we've got the 1, 20, 40, 60, 80. $81. All right, let's get this out the way. Put my paper clips away. Let's get the calculator and let's do some math. Can you see the calculator? Because my light's all funky. Go. All right. I hope so. I can't really tell, to be honest. Okay, so we're starting with 8,385. All right, minus 24 is $8,361. Minus 50 is 8,311. Minus 128 is 8,183. Minus 6 is 8,177. Minus 76, $8,101. Minus 95 is $8,006. Minus 48. Oh, I was hoping we would get under the 8,000. 7,958. Minus 60. 7,898. And lastly, minus 81. 7,817 is our new balance. So we're going to pop this down here. 7,817, and I will put the 65 cents. I'm just not counting it right now. So we need to get our total, 8,885 minus 7,817, 65. That's crazy. We paid off we will be paying off $1,067.35. Crazy. Let me get this month's total over here. Alrighty, so let's get the overall progress on here as well. So we started with $68,396.15 minus $7,817.65. We've gone over the 60. We have paid off $60,578.50. That's amazing. All right, so how much did we get to pay off this month percentage wise? So 7817.65 divided by 8,885.65, 88%. No, I did that wrong, didn't I? See, it's 1,067. 35 divided by 8885.65. We paid off 12%. These really get higher as you get lower, and it's amazing. Now our overall progress is, let's have a look. We have paid off, so 7, 8, 1, 7, 65. Hang on, my brain's not working, guys. No, it's this one, $60,578.50 divided by $68,396.15, 88.5%. Sometimes I round it up. If it's a 5, I'll leave it at that. So that, it's so close, but it seems so far away. It's incredible. All right, now we're going to do the deed. And I did color in another one of these. A couple of my subscribers had told me that I only colored in 4 and it should have been 5. Thank you so much for that. I was like in a deflated mood. But what do we get to cut? What do we get to color? So we started with 20,000, and we're going to take off. Look, I got ahead of myself. Give me a second. We will jump back to the right page, which is this one here. All right, so 20,000. Okay, we owe minus 7817.65. So we've paid off $12,182.35. Divide that by 200. So we should have 60, close to 61 shields counted. So this is 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 55, 6, 7, 8, 9, 60. Another 5. Well, that just, it makes me happy that we get to do another 5. And it's just, when I first started this, when I very first started this, I could only color in 1 at a time. And I did change it where it made it so I could color in more sense of achievement. So I'm going to do this really quickly. I'm not going to forward you through it because I can get it done. Look at that. We're so close. So are we able to color in another peace sign? I chose peace signs because once my debt's paid, it gives me peace. So let me have a look here. So we've paid off 60,578.50. Divide that by 1710. 35.5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. You know that I am going to color in this other half because it legitimately makes me feel good. And I might color in just to get me down to that row, that last row. It was 0.4, so let's do a third of it. Well, I don't even know if it's a third, but I should have done a different color. I don't care. I'm excited. Look at that. We are on the last row. That's insane. So just because it's me, let's make sure that we have $1,067 minus the $500 payment. So 1067 minus 500. We should have 567 here. Let's make sure we do. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 80. So that's 280 plus, I'm hoping you can see that. Just trust me if not. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. 10, 20, 30, 40, 140 plus 5, 10, 15, 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 70. And I will speed you through this because I absolutely hate counting ones. So I'll speed you through. Okay, we have 20, 40, 60. I forgot. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, we have $60 here. So plus 60 plus 18. 568, and of course I completely forgot what it should be. 568. 1067 minus 500. Is that right? 567? I can't even remember. Okay, so as far as I know, that's good. This bundle of cash is Christmas money that I have to send back to the bank as well. I just want to keep it separate. So we are going to write, I think I got $1 extra. Do I have $1 extra? Let's have a look. 8385 minus 7817. 568. Did I do this wrong? No, I just pressed buttons wrong. So 568. I'm going to write myself a sticky note for this because I will forget. 568. Oops, 568 debt. So that brings us down, as you saw, to 7,817. So this was a magic check as well. So doing our best here. Yeah, I'm happy with that. We're getting there. We are absolutely getting there. And this, I never thought I would get down to that last row. Honestly, it's blowing my mind. That's my debt update, people. Hi guys, so I am adding this onto my August debt update. I forgot to do this in my weekly check-in. So just to give you the monthly totals that we spent this month. In household, we spent $3,337. Business was $1,024. We had a total of 30 days out of the 31 days of August as no spend, so up to 260 no spend days. And we saved $14.94 in Save the Change. So we spent a total of $4,104 for the month. So that's that. Now I'm going to do something just a little bit different. I'm going to try this out. I've decided that I really need to... I never know at one point how much cash is in the house. I don't know why I put that on there, sorry. So I am going to, every month at the end of the month, and I know you're a bit close, I just wanted to be able to make sure you could see. I want to record the cash that I have in the house at one time. I do have a cheat sheet. This is the first time I'm doing this, so bear with me. And there's a lot that I don't know what the last month total was. So we're going to start it this month. I am just going to write August on here just so that if something happens and it gets mixed up, I know what it's for. So I've just put August on here. So I do know with the sinking funds, as I said, some things I do know what last month's total was. So in car maintenance, we had $25 at the end of the month was in the car maintenance. We added $150, which gives us a difference of $125 added. Now, I did bump up that a little bit because I wanted to make sure I had some in there. So bike maintenance sat at $140. We added $170 in bike maintenance. How did I add $170 in bike maintenance? Oh, no, sorry. See, I'm getting myself confused. We now have a total of $170. So the difference was I added $30 to that. So our tags, we had 249, and this month we have 289. So that is a difference of $40 that we added. Clothing, we started with 207. We added 127. Sorry, we didn't add 127. I'll get it right, I promise. Our balance for the end of this month is 127. So that was $80 less than what we started with. So, and that is because I added the $20 normally, and then I took 100 out to pay our grocery bill. Health started with 170. It ended at 155, and that is after taking out some bills and adding our usual money. So we were down $15 for that. My hair is 110, what it started with, and we now have only $30 in there. So we are down $80 for that because I got my hair done. Amazon Prime, we had $90 at the end of July, and we now have $100. So we added $10 more. The home binder, we ended with $56. And then we now have 140 in there. So that's an additional 84. And I did have my air conditioning repair done, which I pulled that money out, and then I put $140 in to cover that. So we ended up with $84 more. Bank of Mum, I do not know what we had because I do pull out of it for the kids or whatever. So this month we'll start keeping a record of it. And I have a huge amount of $18 on there. And I'm not going to put the difference because I don't know. Thanksgiving, I do know that we did start with 50. And we still only have 50. We are doing savings challenges for that, so there is no difference. Now, if I've got my calculations right, let's do this super quick. $1,097, which was probably more because of, I don't know. So we're just going to go with that. And we have a total of $1,229. And that now is a difference of, we have $114 that we were able to put in there. I do not, I'm also keeping a track of what's in my high yield savings account. So I do not put any of my sinking funds in there, so that is not included. All right, so let's get into the savings. This, as I said, this is the first time I'm doing it, so it's not going to be inaccurate for last month or the difference. So we may not do those tallies. We may just start with this month and then we can transfer that to September. So in our emergency savings last month, and now this is only cash, we had $100 in there. This month we have $200. So that's a difference of $100. And at the end of July, because I haven't deposited anything into my high yield from my emergency funds, but we do currently have $3,095.46 in our high yield savings account at the end of August. Now the birthday money, I do not put that into a savings account. Once I get finished challenges, I reallocate them in my binder. So what I did was I added up all my savings challenges for birthdays and then also the money that was in my birthday binder. And we have a total of $473 in my binder. So I'm not going to list anything else because I have no idea. Same with the Christmas. Christmas, I just added up what is in my binder for savings challenges, and sitting in the binder we have $448. I don't know what the difference is. I'm not going to bother about it. But in our high yield savings account, we have $898.51. So that's cool. Now, I do know with my grandbaby's savings, at the end of July, we had $35, and that was on each one. And then at the end of July, we had 50. So we have added $15 for each one this month, which is fantastic. And okay, so travel, I added up what was in my travel binder. This does not include my travel box that I put my F-Bucks in, because I want that to be a nice little bonus surprise. So in my travel binders, I have $240. Now, let me explain this. So in our high yield savings account, we have $506.47. Now, you may be thinking, Danny, you say you've got $1,000. I do have $1,000. However, when the exchange rate dropped for Australia, I sent money home. I'm going to add it on here to my Australian, my Oz bank account. I transferred the money over. Now, this is going to be in Australian currency. In my bank in Australia, I have $1,611.26. And no, that wasn't the exchange rate from $500. But I saw the opportunity, and of course I want to get money into that bank account. So I am adding it, and I'm going to not separate currencies. It's too hard. So just trust me on this. It's not 100% accurate, but this will be accurate and this will be accurate. Anyway, and it may evolve as I go along. So in my pool savings, I added up all my savings challenges, and I've got 227 in there. So that's crazy good. I'm not gonna do the last month and the difference, because I really don't know. So this month's total that we have in savings and those challenges is $1,788. That's insane, right? That's sitting in my binders. So this is why I kind of want to know what's going on. So in total, in our high yield savings accounts, oops, I didn't do it. Sorry. So in the high yield savings for the grandkids, they each have $100.67, and it's out a penny because, you know. So 166 for each. And I am including the interest because, you know, there's $95 worth of interest in there that I have not got in my trackers. So this is why I kind of want to look at what's in our high yield savings. So this total, did I add 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? I don't know if I added that, and I don't think I'm going to. I'm going to keep this as a separate little individual. Let me just double check my math here, because I was trying to figure out how to do this, because I think it's important for me to know how much cash is in the house at the end of the month and get an idea. 506.47. No, I did not include it. So for the, I'm going to put here US. In our high yield savings account, we've got $4,903.09. And in my Australian savings account, I've got that much. So I did add it in the end, but anyway, trying to figure it out. Now, the only money from my business binder that I am going to include in here is my supplies, subscriptions, supporting small business, shipping. It's revolving. So I pull from it, I add from it. To me, it would be redundant to do that. So, but taxes goes into a high yield savings account. So even though I'm going to write totals here, I'm not going to include that in my actual total, but only in my high yield, because I transfer my taxes immediately into my high yield savings account. So last month at the end of June, I had $2,110 in prop money. Sorry guys, in prop money in my envelope. This month, at the end of this month, I've got $2,723. So we paid this month, we paid $613 in taxes, and our high yield savings account now has $2,733.52. So of course, when I do when we get into next year, this is going to change. Equipment is cash only, but I like to keep that still cash. So last month I have no idea what I had in there, but this month we've got 115. I'm not going to worry about the differences. I don't keep that in account. Now my post office box at the end of July, I had $98. This month I only have 19, and that is because I paid out of here. My post office box was due at the end of August, so I paid that. So that is just the cash. So that is actually minus $79. I don't know how it figured out that way, but it did. I must have had more in there than I thought. So 98 minus 84. It should be 14, but I've got 19 in there. Who knows? So we don't keep that in a high yield. Now my CD ladders, even though I pull the money every month and then transfer it, I don't think that, I mean, I can do this. We had nothing at the end of July because I purchased a 1 month CD ladder. This month I put 100 in. I've still got to purchase that. So there was $100 difference, but I have that cash sitting in my binder. However, I did add up all my CD ladders up until the end of August, and in there I have $672.83. So that's the 8 months worth of CD ladders. So in our high yield savings account, I have 3,406.35. So that's awesome. And then also I thought I would do savings challenges. Now I'm still up in the air about this, but it's cash that I have. And as I said, I'm wanting to know how much cash I have. So in my minis, in the purple challenge, of course, I'm not going to do any last month and any difference. I don't know if it's going to be effective, but I may just do this month to see how much cash I actually have sitting in my binders. So there's $22 in purple. Yellow challenge has 30. Orange has 41. Then we've got green. I'm just going to write these out. Blue and red. So green has $12. Blue has 28. And red has 20. All right. Now my escape room number episode 2, which is Nightmare Before Christmas. In that binder, I have $175 cash at the end of June, August, the end of August. In my monthly book, I'm not going to put that down because in my monthly book, I pull out the money at the end of the month. So at the beginning of the month, there's 0. At the end of the month, there's 0. So I'm not going to do that one. All right, so the challenges that I don't finish, I had not finished by the end of August. We've got our friends envelope, and that is just a total of $34. And then I've got in my Thanksgiving challenge, the challenge that I'm doing, I've got 20 bucks. In my bingo challenge, I have $199. In my Save with Judy 2024, I have not pulled that out. I have kept that $25 in there. In my Skelly Lovers book, Skelly Lovers, we have $215. And then for my penny challenge that I started, which I'm keeping the cash in my envelope until I figure out what I want to do. So besides the cash and the coins, we have $73.38. So we have a total of $894.38 in our savings challenges. The savings challenges that I have not pulled from by the end of August. So what does that mean? The cash on hand that we have, if we add it up, 1229 plus 1788 plus, I didn't add that, did I? So cash on hand is 215, 225, 234. 234. Alrighty, and I'm not going to worry about that difference, but we're going to add the 234. Then we're going to add in our savings challenges, and that is $894.38. So we have cash on hand, we have $4,145.38. So do not stress. This money is always, all my binders are in a safe because I knew I had a lot of cash. And at the end of the month, I have buku cash, probably around 10,000 cash. So it lives in a safe. So let's see how much we've got in my high yield savings accounts. And this is so eye-opening for me. We have $4,903.09 for our savings. For business, we have $3,406.35. So we have cash in high yield. Did I get that right? I think we did. 4, 5, 6. Yes, we did. Okay, so cash in high yield savings, we have $8,309.44. I am going to write total cash in Oz. I'm going to put this separately, and we had 1,000, I've got my cheat here, $1,611.26. So I'll add that as a separate one so it's not confused with US money. So in total, money that we have either in the high yield savings and cash on hand is going to be a total of $12,454.82. That's insane to me. So what's the benefit of doing this? I had no idea I had $8,000 all up in high yield savings accounts. I had no idea I had that much cash on hand. And that's basically just to see how we progress through the months. And I'm not going to talk about it a great deal because it is kind of new to me. What I'm going to do though is in September, I have put another sheet in here for September, and we're going to transfer those balances over so that we can have a better picture of, I'm trying to get you in there. Let me write September. Now we can have what we had last month. So we're going to take this month's totals and transfer on here, and I'll do that very quickly. All right, I don't know if I'm going to do this. Let's leave this one. I can always come back to my sheet. But that is basically my roundup of August. And then, of course, you saw before we are paying $538 off on debt. We'd already paid the $500, so we're just putting that towards that. So that is my roundup for August. I think this is how I'll do it. I will revisit this, and you let me know what you think about this. I just, you know, it's really interesting to see where I'm going, and that's it. This makes me happy. This makes me feel like all the work that I'm putting in is paying off big time. So that's it for me. This week we have a Monday Madness tomorrow. Or actually, you might not see this video until Monday. I'm not sure yet. But anyway, regardless, we've got Monday Madness coming up. And then I will do my Etsy release this week, probably towards the end of the week. The first week of September, probably towards the end of the week on a Thursday or Friday. We'll see how we go. But that's it. That's my roundup. I hope this wasn't too boring for you. Let me know what you think. And I will catch you on my next video, guys. Have a fantastic weekend. Peace out.